but there's dearth of people who have good character, people who are grounded in themselves so that they can face the challenges of the world, and people who can contribute to the society to create peace in this ever increasing turmoil that is around us. So to begin with, it's important that we preserve our own spiritual belief, our own practices, and we provide a nourishing environment. The word ecosystem has been used so much today and is a theme for today, but essentially Vedic roots provides that micro ecosystem where a small seed is put forth or brought by the parents who who are looking for collaboration to continue the spiritual upbringing that they're giving their children, but they want an environment that protects that spiritual proclivity of the child. And at Vedic Roots, we help nurture that seed in the children, protect them, and help blossom them into trees which can provide shade and shelter to everybody around. So the philosophy of Vedic Roots is founded in the Panchakosh system, which is brought forth in the Taittiriya Upanishad of the Vedic literature. And it goes on the principle of, as living beings, we have 5 layers or 5 sheets or 5 koshas. And at every age, there's a specific level of development that happens in a child, or a level of a level of growth and development. And in the younger years, so from 0 to 6, which is our preschool age, the child is, or the personality is predominantly being developed on the Annamaya Kosh, or the Kosh of the physical body. And they're very receptive to spiritual impressions. So at our preschool, which is located in Scarborough, we provide nourishment to the physical body by providing completely Ayurvedic diet, which is created in alignment with Ayurvedic principles and also specifically catered for young children to grow and blossom. We see many children who come in with, some kinds of concerns about not being able to eat properly, having speech delays and things like that. But our environment, which nourishes the whole body and the soul, helps them develop. We also provide spiritual experiences to our children. There's daily morning sadhana, which involves reciting shlokas, doing kirtan. We observe festivals, which are Vedic in their origin, as well as observing contemporary Canadian festivals. And we provide the preschool education that you would expect your children to gain at any other preschool in Canada. So we help nurture and create that alliance between their spiritual needs and their material needs, so that not only are they strong from inside, but that they can contribute to the society outside of them. And in our elementary program, which is the lower elementary, grade 1 to grade 3, that period in the life of children is for the development of what is known as the Pranamaya Kosh, or many times we hear the word prana, which is being thrown around so casually these days. But that's the critical age where children actually learn how to develop that grit, that resilience, the physical strength to face the different challenges in life. And if you look around us today, problems like stress, anxiety, and even suicidal tendencies are rampant amongst young people. And it's actually development of that, that ability, that resilience to fight through different situations that will equip them to be responsible citizens in the world outside of us. So for our elementary program, we provide the Ontario curriculum, which is, again, the material aspect of education. But at the same time, we provide them opportunities for physical development. We have Kalari Payat, which, as many of you may know, is the Vedic martial arts, which originates in Kerala. And our children learn that. They learn yoga, asanas, practices of pranayam as a part of their daily curriculum. We learn ancient dance practices like Bharatanatyam, so they don't have to, go outside for all of this. It's a part of their curriculum, which leads to the whole development of the personality. They also learn classical music, so Carnatic music, because it allows to develop the finer tissues of intelligence. The children learn Sanskrit shlokas. They also learn and observe Vedic yagyas, because learning Sanskrit shlokas enhances, on a material level, it enhances your memory power, it enhances your concentration. And our children also learn a lot of hand skills. So they learn how to work with their hands. They go out physically in the nature. They help, we liaison with certain cow protection farms where our children serve the cows. They serve the land by actually doing cultivation and helping, the adults learn their way through this. So what in other words, what Vedic Roots is providing is a holistic development program which nourishes their internal ecosystem and also aids in creating a stronger society, because only a person who's completely full in themselves can provide balance and value to the society. And like I said, I want to conclude by just saying that there's, like I said earlier, there is no dearth of good qualifications, good schools that provide you a lot of, degrees. And I mean, I myself, went through the whole academic ladder and got a master's and a PhD. But at the end of the day, it's what's inside of you and your values that help you survive the world and contribute to it. So Vedic Roots is my humble attempt to create an environment that nourishes the child from inside so that they can contribute outside when the need arises. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sonam. It's such an enlightening experience, understanding to see that we, in the Canadian ecosystem, Canada, we do have a school that incorporates these ecosystems in a kid's day-to-day life. Again, thank you once again on behalf of Kailasa Canada for joining on today's session. All right, on to our last adult panelist, Tatyana Latvik. As mentioned, she is initiated living practicing Hindu. She's an elementary school teacher as well as initiated Gurukul and Yoga Acharya. So Tatyana, I would just like to, my question for you is, as a living practicing Hindu, how do you incorporate these principles as well as the ecosystem into your day-to-day life as a school teacher or as a parent?
Thank you for having me. I just wanted to say the Vedic Roots Montessori School just sounds like a beautiful place for children, very much like a Gurukul. So thank you for sharing that. I'll be sharing from my perspective as an elementary school teacher, and starting off as not having an understanding of Hinduism directly. And as I was looking at the 4 tattvas of living in integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching, I see these values naturally in teachers. We're all here to serve children and wanting to enrich their lives. And so what another thing that I came to realize through my career as a teacher and as a parent is that my inner space, it affects my outer reality, and that I have the capacity to create my reality through my inner thoughts and my actions, which basically comes out of being integrated. And this is crucial to understand when you're working with children, because there's such a pure space. And if they can imbibe they will imbibe our space and they will reflect that. So if we can be also a pure space for them to, as you had mentioned, Ma, as a seed, allowing them to blossom, that's really my goal as an educator. And so when I entered the profession, I wanted to be the best teacher I could be, as many of us did coming out of school. And I had a rough understanding of what that would look like. I wanted children to experience the best of themselves and to take ownership of their own learning. And I was seeking a higher reality for myself and for them. And I didn't have that knowledge of Hinduism or the 4 tattvas. And yet through my experiences, it was as if they started to reveal themselves to me. So as my first year as a teacher, and as often experienced by teachers, there's a sense of overwhelm. And as much as I wanted the best for children, I also had this idea or this cognition that being a teacher was a lot of work and that it would take over my life. And sure enough, that's what it started to do. And I started to feel almost like a sense of resentment. And it started to overshadow the passion that I had for being a teacher, because it just felt like too much. And so my space started to shrink. And that also was reflected in what I was seeing outside of me with the children, that magic of allowing them to express as I wanted wasn't happening. And one day my husband just said, like, you can't live this way. We were, married for a year or so. It's like, you need to stop. And so I was like, okay, I need to reevaluate how I am living as a teacher and as a human. And I started to do other things in my life. And it was almost as if magically, as my inner space started to expand, as my thoughts shifted on other things. And then that passion for teaching started to evolve again. And I remember being invited to a conference, or just our school system sent us to a conference where the goal was on differentiation. And so at that time, it was it just lit me up again, because differentiation basically means that you see each child as a unique being, and not everybody is going to learn in the exact same ways. And so seeing or being at this conference and being able to imbibe that in my space, it was like the authenticity, like, yes, this is more what I want to be like. And because I was able to see it and imbibe it, I literally was just visualizing myself doing that all summer long. So I was starting to align more to my purpose as a teacher. And then as the year started, it was like everything just started to fit together so easily. I rearranged my classroom so I could work with students in small groups, and the kids could be working independently on things and be more challenged. And I was like what changed? It was like something has changed. And I realized that I had the capacity to create my reality. And it was because my thoughts had changed and I was aligning to that. And so that was the power of integrity that I became very aware of and conscious of. And as a result, the kids also felt that. And so they started to feel excited about being there. They started to feel more like themselves. They started to feel that, yeah, I'm taking ownership of my learning and this is where I want to go with it, which is exactly what I had wanted to create. So that sense of like, wow, like I'm responsible for how this is all unfolding started to appear. And then I took a break, became a mother and stayed home, became a Gurukul teacher, a yoga acharya. And of course, my understanding of the tattvas changed as as Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, shared these with us. And when I decided to go back into the soul system, I was very conscious of what my responsibility was. And I was very conscious of my responsibility to be integrated and to be authentic and to enrich these students. And one of the things that really helped me personally is my morning routine. So waking up every morning and doing yoga just realigns me. So if there's any things that happen the day before, I can just let those go and recreate the day so that I can be a pure channel for the children and help them manifest what they want to manifest. And having a guru, also knowing that you're guided and noting that everything is auspicious, just allows me to just be present and with my students. And so the relationships blossom, the students imbibe that space also, and then life with kids and learning becomes a celebration. And so that's ultimately the space that I want for them to realize their own possibilities so that they also can be integrated and realize the power in that of being authentic, taking responsibility for themselves and those around them, and enriching others. Thank you.
Thank you, Tatyana. This has been a lot of information being shared in the last 27 minutes. So once again, I would definitely like to thank everyone that has participated on behalf of Kailasa. So Shai Trithiran, Lakshmi Kanagaratnam, Sri Gautamananda, and Dr. Sonam Agrawal, and finally, Tatyana Latvik for being part of this youth panel discussion. And most of all, thanking the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan NITHYANANDA Paramashivam, for blessing us and creating the space for this event to happen. Thank you and Nithyanandam. So I will pass it on to Ray Norson and Srini Anatman Maharaj. Nithyanandam. Thank you all.
Yes. Thank you, Sri Shivanyana Swarupa, and everyone sharing from the youth panel today. Thank you. On this auspicious occasion of Hindu Heritage Month 2021, Kailasa Canada is honored to open up the panel discussion segment of today's celebrations with a very special greetings and good wishes from our country's most esteemed leader, the Right Honorable Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. He writes, "Dear friends, I am pleased to extend my warmest greetings to everyone attending Kailasa Canada's Hindu Heritage Month celebration. Hindu Heritage Month provides a wonderful opportunity to highlight the many contributions that members of the Canadian Hindu community have made and continue to make to our nation in all fields of endeavor. Canada is home to a multitude of cultures that live, work, and thrive together. This occasion stands as an important reminder that our country is made stronger, not in spite of our differences, but because of them. On behalf of the Government of Canada, I offer my best wishes for a memorable event. Sincerely, the Right Honorable Justin Pierre J. Trudeau, PC, MP, Prime Minister of Canada. We are deeply touched and grateful to know that Hindu Canadians and their contributions are celebrated across Canada. And we are committed to continue to continuously contribute, as Hinduism clearly states that life is for others, and that we should go on contributing. Dear Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, we thank you.
We're very pleased and honored to be gathered here today with so many distinguished leaders from across Canada, from not only various Hindu organizations, but also many government representatives as well, and leaders from business, education, and in our communities. Today, we've been celebrating this pan-Canadian event of Hindu Heritage Month, not only in Ontario, but literally with thousands of people live from across Canada and around the world joining us today. We would like to extend a very special and warm welcome to every one of our distinguished guests joining us here today. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. We are honored and humbled that you have chosen to join with all of us here today. We welcome you all with our love and respect.
Yes, and so today's theme for Hindu Heritage Month is the Hindu ecosystem. To this point, we have been discussing the various aspects and experiences of the unique Hindu ecosystem, as well as the experiences of teachers and students from the Hindu community in Canada, with regard to the challenges and successes and the need to revive the original Hindu ecosystem principles in the best way possible, so everyone can continue to contribute to the lives of all Canadians. Before we enter into the panel discussion, we would like to warmly invite and welcome our esteemed guests and panelists and special guests who are here live with us today. We are honored to welcome the President of the Hindu Federation, Pandit Rupnath Sharma Ji, the Chairperson of the GTA ISKCON Centers, H.G. Ananda Gauranga Das Ji, Associate Professor for Communications at Ryerson University, Udayan Ture Raja Ji. We would also like to welcome the Honorable Salma Zahid, Member of Parliament from Scarborough, Ontario, Mayor Rob Burton from Oakville, Ontario, Mayor Mike Hurley from Burnaby, BC, Mayor Don Mitchell from Whitby, Ontario,
The Honorable Leo Husackos, Senator from Quebec, named Speaker of the Senate, the Honorable Tony Lafreda, Senator from Quebec,
Mr. Andrew Smith, MLA, the Legislative Assistant of the Honorable Kathy Cox, Minister of Sport, Culture, and Heritage from Manitoba, Ms. Rebecca Haskell Thomas, MA, Coordinator of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion on behalf of Mayor Darren Caniff, Deputy Mayor Cheryl Stadnichuk, Regina, Saskatchewan, Councillor Mike Cluett on behalf of Mayor Gordon Krantz from Milton, Ontario,
Ms. Cecile Lepage, Manager within the Arts and Culture Branch at the Department of Tourism, Heritage and Culture for the Government of New Brunswick, on behalf of the Honorable Tammy Scott Wallace, PC, Ms. Aya Stretch, Executive Assistant to Senator Salma Atulajan in Ontario,
Yes. Thank you once again for everyone here in attendance. We are humbled and honored for your presence here today. The topic for this Hindu Heritage Month celebrations is the Hindu ecosystem. Hindu Canadians from across Canada have made significant contributions across all fields: science and technology, education, medicine, law, politics, business, culture, and sports. And whereas in any successful community, the ecosystem plays a vital role. I would now like to introduce our first esteemed guest. Rupnath Sharmaji is a little bit delayed, so we'll actually move on to our next esteemed guest, Sri Ananda Gauranga Dasaji. Welcome. Sorry, he's also a little bit delayed, so we'll actually move on to our next guest, the Associate Professor for Communications at Ryerson University, Udayan Tarai Rajaji. Shri Udayan Tarai Rajaji, I request you to, yes, we welcome you. And so with your perspective of communications and education, we would like to invite you now to share your thoughts and visions about the Hindu ecosystem in Canada.
Nithyanandam, good morning and good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are. Make it a great day. Welcome to the Hindu Heritage Celebration. Thank you, Tushi, for the kind invitation and an opportunity to present this very important topic. I'm happy to present the Hindu ecosystem. My name is Udayan Tarai Raja. It is a great pleasure to be part of the dignitaries from all spectrum of life. This topic is timely. The COP26 climate conference happened a few weeks ago in Glasgow, and the first time 3 climate scientists won the Nobel Prize this year. The climate change and global warming is a very crucial topic. And if you don't take concrete action now, we need to face the tragic consequences. Scientists have proved the existence of the God by saying that Big Bang happened 13.7 billion years ago. And then it has clearly stated that there is no time, space, or material before that. God is eternal, everlasting, formless, timeless, and spaceless. So the God is also formed within the universe, where the space, time, and material exist. All in all, God is everywhere. Some atheist scientists said the universe came from nothing, which is against the basic scientific law, which clearly states that energy can neither be created or destroyed. Where did the vast energy of the Big Bang come from? That is where we can find the energy of the God. That is where we can find the evidence of the formless God. The whole universe created with the 3 elements in a periodic table. You can see it: hydrogen, helium, lithium. All 3 elements have 6 neutron, 6 proton, and 6 electron. Hinduism clearly said that the God is formless, form, and in between. In Kanta Purana, the sage Kachiyapar clearly stated in Tamil, Arivamum Uruvamagi, which means it's a formless God become form. Lord Shiva is a formless. And then he created the beautiful universe like a Lord Murugan. God is Trinity. God created the Trinity of Trinity. The space requires the length, width, and height. The time requires the past, present, future. The material requires the solid, gas, and liquid. The universe is a creation of the God. God manifests the universe in everything. According to Hinduism, 5 elements and 5 senses are manifestation of God. All are interrelated and interconnected. The sage Manika Vasagar is clearly said, Paridai Aindai Parandai Poti. Paridai Aindai Parandai Poti, which means everything in the nature made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. It clearly states God is spread as 5 elements in the universe. According to Hinduism, 5 elements are basis of all cosmic creation. Our body is made of 5 elements. We breathe the same air, we drink the same water, we enjoy the heat and light from the same sun, we stand on the same earth, we enjoy the same sky. The only thing, the human thoughts, words, and actions are independent. God cannot take responsibility for the human activity. So we can do good and evil action is called karma in Hinduism. Whatever we do, we will get back. We are our making. The great Tamil poet is called Kaniyan Pungundar, said 3,000 years ago, Jadum Mure Yavaram Kerlir, Tidum Nandram Puradara Vara, which means every country is our country, every country is my country, every man is my kinsman. God and evil never by others. If you do good thing, you will get good thing back. What goes around and comes around. What you plant potatoes, you will get potato back. If you reap what you sow. These are the household proverb of Hindu home. Newton's third law clearly says every action has equal and opposite reaction. Therefore, we cannot escape from our wrongdoing. All are based on our action. Therefore, human activity by thoughts, words, deeds are the responsibility of the human being, nothing to do with the God. Climate change and global warming is a purely anthropogenic action, man-made action. Therefore, human need to fix it, not the God. It is simply applicable to every action of the individual. Therefore, we need to love the nature. Hindu believe that each element is a manifestation of God. Forget about atheism, forget about deism, forget about speciesism, think about theism and Hinduism. Hindu belief is very scientific. Hindu belief is in reincarnation. Hindu believe in karma. Hindu believe in all living beings are hith and kins, which they should not hurt each other. We are all connected and interrelated. Therefore, we need to protect our ecosystem. We need to love and take care of all, including health, well-being, and quality of life of the people and the environment. Thank you for your attention. I'm looking forward to interacting with you. God bless you all.
Yes, thank you so much for your sharing, Uday and Tarai Rajaji, for your insights and your clarity as well.
Thank you.
Next, we would like to introduce His Worship Rob Burton, Mayor of Oakville, Ontario. Before public office, Mayor Burton had a successful career as a director and producer in journalism, film, and television. Mayor Burton chairs the municipal leaders for the Greenbelt. He's also a member of the Compact of Mayors and chairs Halton Region's Police Services Board and Health and Social Services Standing Committee, and as well as the Ontario Auto Mayors and the Canadian Nuclear Technology Mayors Association. He also serves on the boards of the Halton Healthcare Services, Halton Community Housing Corporation, Oakville Enterprises Corporation, Oakville Municipal Development Corporation, and the Oakville Downtown BIA. We welcome you with our love and respects. And now we kindly invite you to share your greetings.
Thank you. Esteemed guests and participants, greetings to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, and to Kailasa, Canada. Thank you for including me. For 60 years, Hindus have been a valued contributing part of the Oakville community. Member of Parliament and Minister of Defense Anita Anand is just one example, and these roles are only a few of the roles in which she has contributed to our community before them. For all of the years in our future, I know we will continue to enjoy valuable contributions from the Hindu community to Oakville's famous livability. May this be a blessed and happy event, and as you say, Jai Mata Di.
Thank you so much, Mayor Burton. for your greetings and your warm wishes. Next, we would like to introduce His Worship Mike Hurley, Mayor of Burnaby, BC. Mike Hurley has also served in his community as a president of the Burnaby Firefighters Association and the BC Provincial Firefighters Association. He has also received the Queen's Golden Jubilee Medal in 2012. We welcome you with our love and respects. And now we kindly invite you to share your greetings as well.
Good morning, everyone. At least it's good morning here in BC. My name is Mike Hurley, and I'm the mayor of the city of Burnaby, which is located on the ancestral and unceded homelands of the Hunkamanam and Squamish-speaking people. Burnaby is so lucky to have such a vibrant Hindu community. And even though BC is on the other side of the country, I know many Hindus in Burnaby will be joining in the celebration of Hindu Heritage Month in Ontario. I'd like to take a moment to extend my greetings to Kailasa, Canada, and the SPH NITHYANANDA Paramashivam for organizing this online event. Thank you for bringing the Hindu community together to celebrate and educate future generations about the Hindu ecosystem and its contribution to Canadian society at large. We faced our fair share of challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic, but we also saw an outpouring of compassion and support from the Hindu community during our country's time of need. From coast to coast, Hindu Canadians have played an important role in the country as we move to get on track from this deadly virus, COVID-19. As we continue to bring back services and gatherings, I look forward to celebrating with our local Hindu community soon. In closing, I wish all Hindus in Canada a very happy Hindu Heritage Month, and thank you for including me in your deliberations.
Thank you so much, Mayor Hurley, for your warm wishes and your greetings. Next, we would like to introduce the Honorable Leo Husackos, the Senator for Quebec, Wellington. He is currently a member of the Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs and International Trade and chair of the Standing Committee on Rules, Procedures, and the Rights of Parliament. Senator Husackos has also called upon the federal government to recognize the Armenian genocide, as well as recognizing their right to self-determination. And we thank you for this. As Speaker, Senator Husackos met with several foreign heads of states, diplomats, and dignitaries at home and abroad. And he had the pleasure of speaking at the United Nations in New York City. Senator Husackos was named Speaker of the Senate by Prime Minister Harper on May 4th, 2015, and as chair of the Standing Committee on Internal Economy, Budgets, and Administration, Senator Husackos was at the forefront of the Senate's modernization in recent years. We welcome you with our love and respects. We now kindly invite you to share your insights and greetings.
Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the Hindu community. It's so nice to see so many people joining us this morning, and I'm honored to have been invited to take part in this event, celebrating Hindu Heritage Month in Ontario. And of course, we all recognize the million-plus strong Hindu community in Ontario. But greetings to all across the country who have joined us here today to celebrate and discuss the ecosystem of the Hindu community. My name, of course, you all have got that warm introduction, and I appreciate that. I'm a senator from Montreal. I'm a Quebec senator, and I can tell you that although the Hindu community in Montreal is not as large, it is extremely vibrant and dynamic, and it's a community that I'm very proud to represent in the Senate of Canada. It is my pleasure as a representative of the Senate of Canada and the Conservative Party as well to extend my warmest greetings to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Paramashivam, and to Kailasa Canada for organizing this online wonderful event, bringing the Hindu Canadian community together and celebrating and educating future generations about the Hindu ecosystem and its fantastic contribution to our Canadian society. Hindu Canadians have played and continue to play a marvelous role in this wonderful country. And as we plot the course for a pandemic and an economic recovery, we've seen the Hindu organizations like Kailasa Canada, which have stepped up to raise funds and donate meals and other necessities for most vulnerable in our communities. And those most in need, like seniors during this COVID crisis and these tough economic times. But it's not only during the pandemic that Hindu Canadians have added to the rich fabric of this country. And I often hesitate when I refer to any hyphenated Canadians, because the truth is we're all Canadians. We are all Canadians, unequivocal Canadians. My parents came to this wonderful country from their homeland many years ago. They came, like many of you and your parents, to make a better life for their children. And of course, when we emulsify all the people that have come to this great land from various parts of the world into one nationality and one great nation, that's when we have the success that we have. And all of that to say, Canada is a better country for having the benefit of such a vibrant Hindu community. You do not have to give up your rich culture, none of us do, to be great Canadians. And newcomers to this country embrace all that is Canadian and all that Canada has to offer, and we wear the maple leaf with pride. I have to say in conclusion one thing that has touched me about the Hindu community. It's a community that I've seen puts people first, puts their community first. And in the era that we're living in today of a little bit of individualism and a lot of selfishness, that is a value and that we should all embrace and we should all try to emulate. So I want to thank you again for inviting me and letting me participate. And I look forward to the exchange this morning so I can continue to learn about the wonderful riches that the Hindu community has to offer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Senator Husackos, for your warm words, greetings, and really opening the expression you feel about not even just the Hindu community, but the very Canadian community itself. Thank you so much for your warm greetings. Next, we would like to invite the Honorable Tony Lafreda, Senator for Quebec. Senator Lafreda has served on various boards and committees, including the Concordia University Board of Governors, the Integrated Health and Social Services University Network for West Central Montreal, Montreal International, the Italian-Canadian Community Foundation, and the Italian Chamber of Commerce in Canada, a leading philanthropist, active in service to many communities, having chaired fundraising across the province for various causes such as the Giant Step School, the Montreal Jewish General Hospital, McGill University Goodman Research Center, and the Montreal Cancer Institute. Recipient also of the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal, awarded the Governor General of Canada Sovereign's Medal for Volunteers, the Lieutenant Governor of Quebec's Gold Medal for Exceptional Merit, the Senate of Canada 150th Anniversary Medal, and the Felonian of the Year Award by the Hellenic Community of Greater Montreal. We welcome you with our love and respects. Yes. And now we kindly invite you to share your insights.
Good morning, bon matin à toutes et à tous. C'est un honneur pour moi, à titre de sénateur du Québec, d'être parmi vous ce matin pour célébrer le mois du patrimoine hindou. It is an honor for me as a senator from Quebec to join you virtually to celebrate Hindu Heritage Month. It's also a pleasure for me to join my colleagues and other elected officials this morning and distinguished guests in saying a few words. At the outset, I want to extend my greetings and thanks to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. I hope that came out fine and you're hearing me okay. To Kailasa Canada and all those participating today, I commend Kailasa Canada for organizing this online event and bringing the Hindu Canadian community together. The pandemic has reaffirmed for all of us the importance of coming together and the vital role of community and the vital role that community plays in our daily lives. On that very issue, I know your organization does tremendous work in providing much needed food and donations to families and individuals in your communities. Beyond that, you also offer live sessions and free courses on topics such as wellness, consciousness, enlightenment, and more. In many respects, you help promote Hinduism and educate others on the many benefits of meditation and spirituality. It's no secret that there are countless benefits for individuals who practice meditation. I wanted to say a word on that this morning. It allows practitioners with the tools and ability to increase their mental awareness, calm their mind and body, focus on the present, and find inner peace. For many, meditation has been a saving grace during the pandemic and provided them with the coping mechanism to overcome obstacles and reduce their stress. As you know, next week marks the 5th anniversary of when the province of Ontario passed the Hindu Heritage Month Act. To borrow the words of the act itself, Hindu Canadians have made significant contributions across all fields: science, education, medicine, law, politics, business, culture, and sports. Hindu Canadians have helped build our country into the multicultural success story that it is, and have helped to build our nation into the best place to live, work, and raise families. In a recent report published last month by Statistics Canada, Hindu is listed as the 3rd most practiced religion in Canada. Over 500,000 Canadians and counting practice Hinduism. This number has been trending upwards in recent years and decades due to Canada's successful immigration policies. In my humble opinion, I think that immigration has been and continues to be a dominant and contributing factor to Canada's reputation as one of the most diverse and most attractive countries in the world. Hinduism certainly plays a great part in that equation. Canada's rich culture and rich cultural, religious, and ethnic diversity has been an integral part of our nation's economic and social prosperity in so many ways. In my previous life as a banker, I had many clients from the Hindu community who built profitable businesses, employed dozens, if not hundreds of employees, and contributed to the overall well-being of our communities. People of diverse background have so much to bring to our society, which is why I'm happy to be here today. I'm honored and privileged to celebrate your community and your spirituality. But above all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the different colors and flavors and your contributions that you bring to our national fabric. You're indeed an integral part and vital part of our nation's identity. Once again, I thank you for the invitation and wish all Hindus in Canada a happy Hindu Heritage Month. And to all, I have many Hindu many friends in the Hindu community. To all, my warmest regards. Miss you all and hope to see you all very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Namaste, Nityanandam. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, Senator Lafreda. We're also delighted to welcome MLA Andrew Smith, Legislative Assistant of the Honorable Kathy Cox, Minister of Sport, Culture and Heritage, Manitoba. MLA Andrew Smith, we welcome you with our love and respect, and thank you for joining us today. I now kindly invite you to please share your greetings.
Well, good morning, namaste, and shubh prabhat. It is my pleasure to join you virtually this morning to bring greetings on behalf of the Honorable Heather Stephenson, the new Premier of Manitoba, and all of my colleagues in the Manitoba Legislature. I'd like to take the opportunity to acknowledge that I'm speaking to you from Treaty 1 territory and the homeland of the Métis Nation. I'd like to thank Kailasa Canada for the invitation to speak at today's event. I would like to thank all the volunteers who have contributed to organizing today's celebration and the panel discussions. November 2021 marks the 5th anniversary of Bill 56 by the Ontario government, which recognizes Hindu Heritage Month. This is an opportunity to remember, celebrate, and educate future generations about the Hindu culture and the continued contributions made by Hindu Canadians to the overall vitality of Ontario and Canada. The cultural, societal, and spiritual contributions of the Hindu community in my home province is an inspiration. Spirituality and wisdom of the Hindu faith teaches and encourages the peaceful coexistence and respect of many traditions. Indeed, these values are shared with all Canadians in our multicultural family. In Manitoba, the arrival of a few Hindu families in the 1960s marked the start of the community's contributions to Manitoba in academia, medicine, business, and other pursuits, while focusing on establishing a common place of worship for their congregation. The Manitoba Hindu Society was incorporated in 1970 and began to introduce Hindu culture and heritage to Manitobans through the annual Diwali celebrations and other major Hindu festivals, such as Mahashivratri, Rama Navami, and Krishna Jamashtami. In the late 1970s, the Society established Vidya Bhavan School with the goal of teaching Hindi and introducing young children to the Hindu faith. These endeavors culminated in the opening of the first Hindu temple in Winnipeg in 1979, followed by the building of the Hindu temple and Dr. Raj Pandey Hindu Center in 2005. This is a 30,000 square foot facility. The center incorporates a temple, puja hall, offices, 4 classrooms, priests and visiting priest residence, library, community kitchen, and a cultural hall with a professional stage and a gymnasium to cater to the needs of the Hindu community in Winnipeg. I'm actually very proud that this beautiful facility is right here in my wonderful constituency of Lajimodi and almost walking distance from my home. The Hindu community is integral to Manitoba, adding their values to the province's diverse ethno-cultural makeup. I wish you all the best with your discussions today, as this event helps to maintain the proud Hindu traditions in Ontario and in fact, across our great country. I know that the Hindu community here in Manitoba works tirelessly to maintain their faith, and they appreciate the close working relationship they have with the Hindu diaspora across Canada and around the world. I wish everyone very much success in all your future undertakings, and know that you have good friends here in Manitoba with the Heather Stephenson government. Thank you, Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andrew Smith, for your sharings and really giving the context of the contributions of Hindus and the Hindu ecosystem in Manitoba, and really how the diversity is opening up more and more, not even just in Manitoba, but across Canada. It's really amazing to hear these things. Next, we would like to introduce Sri Ananda Gauranga Dasaji, one of our esteemed panelists from GTA ISKCON Center in Canada. Sri Ananda Dasaji is the current chairperson of the GTA ISKCON Center, and he's also the advisor to GTA ISKCON Center management teams, the head priest for ISKCON Fire Rituals, as well as the former president for ISKCON Scarborough for more than 8 years. He's also hosting live for a Bhagavad Gita radio show for 10 years, practiced in the 16 samskaras, such as the Jata Karma, Namakarana, Upayana Nam, and Vivaha. He's also a hospitality member to host visiting sannyasis. We welcome you with our love and respects. And so we would like to now ask you, from your perspective, what do you feel are the important components of the Hindu ecosystem, and how the Hindu ecosystem positively contributes to the well-being of local communities, societies, and humanity at large? Please share your insights with us today. Thank you. Apologies, there seems to be a technical difficulty. In the meantime, we've also noticed that MP Salma Zahid has also joined for today's panel. We'd like to welcome you with our love and respects. MP Salma Zahid is the chair of the CIMM Standing Committee on Citizenship and Immigration, and the SCIM Subcommittee on Agenda and Procedure of the Standing. She's also a member of the LIAI, Liaison Committee, and FEWO Standing Committee on the Status of Women. We welcome you with our love and respects, and we invite you to kindly share your thoughts as well. Apologies, there seems to be a technical glitch. In the meantime, we would also like to continue to welcome our guests and representatives here today. We would like to thank His Worship Don Mitchell, Mayor of Whitby, Ontario, for his presence today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to echo the comments of the Prime Minister and the many other speakers. We live in a very special country. Our Canada is a model of multiculturalism and really a global beacon of tolerance during challenging times. And it's so important that we all value and celebrate our personal heritage and roots. But it's equally important, if not more important, that we all value and celebrate our shared Canadian values going forward. Because we must go forward together to continue to build this great country and build a brighter future for all who come after us. So on behalf of my council, all my very best wishes as you celebrate Hindu Heritage Month, and I thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mayor Don Mitchell, for your kind words. Next, we would like to invite Ms. Rebecca Haskell-Thomas. Ms. Rebecca Haskell-Thomas is the Coordinator of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Municipality of Chatham-Kent, Ontario. Previous to being the Coordinator of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Rebecca Haskell-Thomas has made great contributions as the Planning and Evaluation Specialist for Chatham-Kent Public Health. We welcome you with our love and respects, and we kindly invite you to share your insights with us today.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here on the behalf of the municipality of Chatham-Kent and to extend warm greetings from our mayor, Darren Kennett, as Hindus across Canada celebrate Hindu Heritage Month. Chatham-Kent is located in the nation's most populous province, Ontario. As someone said earlier, close to 1 million Hindus. And on behalf of the mayor and the municipality, I'd like to share our gratitude and extend greetings to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Paramashivam, and apologies for if I messed up the name, and to Kailasa Canada for organizing this online event, bringing the Hindu Canadian community together to celebrate, to help us learn about the important role Hindus play in Canadian society and the contributions that Hindus have made at a local and national level. We recognize the important role that our communities have played during the COVID-19 pandemic, and that organizations like Kailasa Canada have stepped up to raise funds, to donate meals, to spend time with, and to support seniors and other vulnerable communities during these very challenging times. So once again, on behalf of the municipality of Chatham-Kent, thank you so much for including us. Warm and sincere wishes for a very happy Hindu Heritage Month.
Thank you so much, Ms. Haskell-Thomas, for your kind words and sincerity. Next, we would like to warmly welcome and acknowledge our further guests and VIPs today. Today we have also with us Deputy Mayor Cheryl Stadnichuk from Regina, Saskatchewan. We welcome you with our love and respects. Deputy Mayor Stadnichuk has strong interest in community engagement, quality public services, environmental health issues, equity, and human rights. In 2019, the Saskatchewan Council for International Cooperation awarded her the Global Citizenship Award for her activism on human rights. We welcome you with our love and respects. Next, we would also like to warmly welcome and thank Councillor Mike Cluett for his presence today on behalf of Mayor Krantz, Mayor of Milton, Ontario. As a member of Milton Town Council, he is an active member of Milton's community, and he has played a vital role in the Milton community's growth over the years. Councillor Mike Cluett is also spoken in his advocacy for Milton at all levels of government and is always accessible to residents. Mike Cluett is a currently member of many communities, both at the town of Milton and Halton region, including Halton Region's Planning and Public Works Committee, the Golden Horseshoe Food and Farming Alliance, the Waste Management Site, Advisory Committee, Conservation Halton Board of Directors, and chairs the Milton's Economic Development Advisory Committee. We would like to welcome you with our love and respects, and it is a real pleasure having you with us today. Next, we would also like to welcome Ms. Aya Stretch, Executive Assistant of Senator Salma Atulajan in Ontario. We welcome you with our love and respects. Next, we would like to welcome and thank Ms. Cecil LePage for being with us today on behalf of Minister Tammy Scott Wallace, PC, New Brunswick. Ms. Cecil LePage is the manager within the Arts and Culture branch at the Department of Tourism, Heritage, and Culture for the Government of New Brunswick. Ms. Cecil LePage, we welcome you with our love and respects, and we very much appreciate your presence here. We would also like to acknowledge some of our honored VIP guests sitting with us here today. First, we would like to acknowledge Guru Mahasannidhanam, chair and religious leader from Parian Siva Temple. He's been declared as a Guru Mahasannidhanam directly by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam in 2020. We welcome you with our love and respects. Next, we would like to acknowledge Sairam Karalamurthy from the Bhakti Marga Foundation. He is a country coordinator for Canada's Bhakti Marga Foundation. We welcome you with our love and respects. Next, we would like to acknowledge Malachi Wilson. Malachi Wilson is a Canadian Tamil lawyer who served as the Assistant Deputy Attorney General of the Government of Ontario from April 2008 to November 2016. She was the first visible minority to hold that office. She specializes in human rights, Indigenous constitutional, corporate, and labor law, and other complex litigation. We also have us with here today, Logan Logendran. He is the chief editor at Canada Udayan, Canada's leading Tamil newspaper. We welcome you all with our love and respects. Next, we would also like to go through some of the greeting letters from all across Canada. So if we can come to that slide.
Namaskar. I'm Chandra Arya, Member of Parliament for Nepean. I would like to thank Swatantra Priya Ananda from Kailash, Canada's outreach team for inviting me to these Hindu Heritage Month celebrations. While I'm not able to attend in person, I'm happy to greet you virtually. In a civilization that is so ancient, what strikes one is that not only does Hindus have an unbroken tradition of 5,000 years of recorded history, but also the plurality or diversity of our tradition. Even in the absence of a monolithic religious dispensation, we Hindus, whether in Canada, India, or anywhere in the world, are connected by an invisible thread that binds us together. That is the strength of our Hindu heritage. Hindu heritage not only gives us drishti or world view, it defines our purushastras or the aims of life, and equally defines our Sanskriti or culture. In short, the Hindu heritage defines our dharma. Celebrating Hindu heritage in Canada has two important purposes. One, it reminds us and informs our future generation about our history and heritage. Second, it educates Canadians on the contributions of Hindu heritage to the mankind. To all those attending this event virtually or in person, I hope you enjoy the panel discussion and the rest of today's celebrations. Dhanyavad.
Yes. And so this is the Honorable Chandra Arya, Member of Parliament for the constituency of Nepean, Ontario. We thank you for your greeting videos and we apologize for the technical issues. Next, we have the Honorable Anita Anand, Member of Parliament from Oakville, Ontario, sending her letter greetings. Thank you, MP Anand, for your greeting letters. Next, we have the Honorable Mary Ng, MP and Minister of International Trade, Export Promotion, Small Business, and Economic Development from Markham Thornhill. We thank you, MP Mary Ng, for your greeting letters. Next, we have the Honorable Tim. Yes, go ahead.
Namaskar. It is my pleasure as a Conservative Member of Parliament for Edmonton Millwoods to extend greetings to all Hindu Canadians on the celebration of Hindu Heritage Month. It is great to see Hindus from across Canada celebrating their heritage and faith. Hindu Canadians continue to play an important role in our society in Canada with their many, many contributions. Since the start of the pandemic, many Hindu organizations have stepped up to help Canadians during these most challenging times. They raised funds, donating meals, supported our seniors, and providing online educational classes, and provided virtual religious gatherings. So once again, I wish all Hindu Canadians a very happy Hindu Heritage Month.
Yes, and this is the Honorable Tim Upal, Member of Parliament for Edmonton Millwoods, Alberta. We thank you for your video greetings. Next, we have the Honorable Anju Dillon, Member of Parliament. And the Honorable Dr. Andrew Furry, Premier for Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you, Dr. Furry, for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship John Tory, Mayor of Toronto, Ontario.
Hello, Mayor John Tory here, and it's a great pleasure to extend my greetings to Kailasa, Canada, and the SPH NITHYANANDA ORDER as you recognize Hindu Heritage Month. We've proudly proclaimed this month in Toronto and celebrate this opportunity to recognize the contributions of Toronto's Hindu community to our city. Hindu Canadians have made significant contributions in all facets of life in our city, including science and education, medicine, law, politics, business, culture, and sports. The list goes on, many, many others to be included. And beyond honoring these contributions, I'm glad that this is also a month that gives us an opportunity for Torontonians at large to learn more about the rich traditions and the myriad of ways in which the Hindu community and the faith and the culture have helped to build our city. I'm so glad that this panel is bringing together the Hindu community to celebrate and to educate future generations about the legacy and the ongoing contributions of Hindu Canadians, so as to keep this vibrant community thriving and prosperous in all the years ahead. The generosity of the Hindu community was on display throughout the pandemic. Hindu organizations like Kailasa Canada have stepped up to raise funds, to donate meals to our city's most vulnerable, and to support their neighbors and fellow Torontonians during very difficult times. And for that, I want to extend my profound appreciation for that selflessness and compassion. And with that, I wish you a wonderful discussion, and I once again wish all Hindus in Canada a happy Hindu Heritage Month.
Yes. Mayor John Tory has also provided a greeting letter for us today. Thank you, Mayor Tory, for both your greeting video and your letter. Next, we have another video greetings from His Worship Frank Scarpetti, Mayor of Markham, Ontario.
Hello, I'm Mayor Frank Scarpetti from the city of Markham, and I'm thrilled to wish all of our friends from the Hindu community a very joyous celebration as we commemorate Hindu Heritage Month. It's my pleasure to extend sincere greetings to Kailasa Canada and to SPH NITHYANANDA Paramashivam for organizing this important virtual event. Thank you for your dedication and commitment to promoting our strong diversity and enhancing our social cohesion. As one of Canada's most diverse communities, the city of Markham is proud to be home to a large Hindu community. We admire and appreciate your beautiful culture and traditions and recognize how the Hindu community has helped shape the vibrancy of our city, our province, and indeed Canada. We recognize and celebrate the significant contributions made by fellow Hindu Canadians, and in particular during this pandemic. I know that many Hindu Canadians have offered their time and resources to care for others. Hindu organizations like Kailasa Canada have also stepped up to raise money, donate meals, offer free virtual classes, all to care for those in need. There are no words to describe my gratitude to your team of staff and volunteers. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm honored to bring greetings to you as we celebrate Hindu Heritage Month, and as the Mayor of Markham, I wish everyone a wonderful celebration.
We thank Mayor Scarpetti for your greeting videos. Next, we have Her Worship Bonnie Crombie, Mayor of Mississauga, giving her video greetings.
Hello, Mayor Bonnie Crombie here from the great city of Mississauga, sending my best wishes to all the attendees at Kailasa Canada Hindu Heritage Month celebration. I'd like to extend my warmest greetings to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam. And I'd also like to thank Kailasa Canada for organizing this online event that brings the Hindu community together to celebrate the contributions you have made in communities across Canada and educate future generations about the Hindu ecosystem. Mississauga is proud to be home to a vibrant, active, and engaged Hindu community with thousands of our residents practicing Hinduism. Our city's Hindu community continues to play an important role towards making Mississauga a more inclusive, welcoming, and dynamic place to live, work, and achieve success. And they're also extremely giving to those in need. Organizations like Kailasa Canada have stepped up to raise funds, donate meals to those most in need, and support our seniors during the pandemic. I'm also proud to say that Mississauga's Ram Mandir received a Community Challenge Award for being a top donor during this year's Mayor's Thanksgiving Food Drive, donating over 14,000 pounds of food to the Mississauga Food Bank. Hindu Canadians have played an important role in the country and continue to play a role as we work towards recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. Once again, I'd like to extend my best wishes for a happy Hindu Heritage Month. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Crombie, for your greeting videos. Next, we have Her Worship Marianne Mead Ward, Mayor of Burlington, Ontario, sharing her video greetings.
Hello, everyone. I'm Burlington Mayor Marianne Mead Ward. Hindus across our country are celebrating Hindu National Heritage Month, and especially right here in Ontario, which is home to 1 million Hindus. I'd like to extend my congratulations to Kailasa, Canada, and the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam for organizing this online event, bringing the Hindu community together and helping to educate and celebrate future generations about the Hindu ecosystem and your contribution to Canadian society and to the city of Burlington. Hindu Canadians have played an important role in the country, especially as we move to get back on track and recover from this deadly pandemic known as COVID-19. Organizations like Kailasa Canada have stepped up to raise funds, donate meals for the most needy, and support our seniors during this pandemic time. Once again, I, Mayor Marianne Mead Ward of the City of Burlington, would like to wish everyone a happy Hindu Heritage Month celebration, and thank you for everything that you do to help us get through these tough times.
We thank you, Mayor Mead Ward, for your greeting videos. Next, we have another video greetings from Her Worship Walter Sendzik from the Mayor of St. Catharines, Ontario.
Hi, it's Mayor Walter Sendzik from the City of St. Catharines, and I just want to send best wishes to the Hindu community as you celebrate Hindu Heritage Month here in Ontario. I gotta say, the Hindu community has really stood up during this pandemic over the past 20 months. You've seen great examples of Hindus helping at-risk populations, providing meals for seniors in their communities. This is what building the Hindu ecosystem looks like here in our country. It's about supporting our environment, it's about supporting people, it's about celebrating culture, recognizing the religion, and at the same time building that inclusivity that we all cherish here in Canada. I wish you all the best as you participate today in encouraging Hindus and other members of our community to become more involved, to celebrate our individual characteristics, our individual cultures, but at the same time coming together as communities. If I've learned something over the last 20 months, it's all members of our community have helped to contribute to the protection, the safety, the health and well-being of our communities. And I personally want to thank the Hindu community here in St. Catharines for work that they've done, and I want to thank the organizers of this event for the work that you're doing. And it's a great example of how Canada, the province, and communities like St. Catharines are inclusive, they're diverse, and they celebrate all that we stand for. So take care and have a great day.
Yes. We thank His Worship Walter Sendzik for your greeting video. Next, we have His Worship Adrian Foster, Mayor of Clarington, Ontario, giving his video greetings as well as a letter greetings.
Hindus across Canada are celebrating the Hindu Heritage Month in the nation's most populous province, Ontario, which is home to about 1 million Hindus. It is my pleasure as the Mayor of the Municipality of Clarington to extend my greetings to Kailasa Canada and to the SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam for organizing this online event, bringing the Hindu community together to celebrate and educate future generations about the Hindu ecosystem and its contribution to Canadian society at large. Hindu Canadians have played an important role in the country as we move to get on track from this deadly virus, COVID-19. Hindu organizations like Kailasa Canada have stepped up to raise funds, donate meals for the most needy, and support our seniors during the pandemic time. Once again, I, Adrian Foster, wish all the Hindus in Canada a happy Hindu Heritage Month.
We thank you, Mayor Foster. He has also provided a greeting letter today. Thank you for both your greeting videos and your letter. Next, we have Her Worship Jyoti Gonda, the Mayor of Calgary, Alberta, sending a video greetings.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of Calgary City Council, as the Mayor of Calgary, it is my pleasure to extend greetings to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Paramashivam, and to Kailasa Canada for organizing this online event to celebrate Hindu Heritage Month. It's great that this event can still take place to bring the Hindu Canadian community together to celebrate the Hindu ecosystem and its contribution to Canada over the years, but especially during this pandemic time. Hindu organizations like Kailasa Canada have stepped up to raise funds, to donate meals, and to support our seniors during pandemic times. You are truly an inspiration to us all. I wish you a very happy Hindu Heritage Month.
We thank Mayor Jyoti Gonda for her video greetings. Next, we have His Worship Ken Johnston, Mayor of Red Deer, British Columbia, giving his video greetings.
Greetings, everyone. Hindus across Canada are celebrating the Hindu Heritage Month in the nation's most populous province, Ontario, which is home to about 1 million Hindus. It's my pleasure as the Mayor of the City of Red Deer, Alberta, to extend my greetings to Kailasa Canada and to the SPH NITHYANANDA Paramashivam for organizing this online event and to bring the Hindu community together to celebrate and educate future generations about the Hindu ecosystem and its contribution to Canadian society at large. Hindu Canadians have played an important role in the country as we move to get on track from this deadly COVID-19 virus. Hindu organizations like Kailasa Canada have stepped up to raise funds, donate meals for the most needy, and support our seniors during the pandemic times. Once again, I wish all Hindus in Canada a happy Hindu Heritage Month.
We thank Mayor Johnston for his warm greeting videos. Next, we have a series of greeting letters. First, from Her Worship Catherine McGarry, Mayor of Cambridge, Ontario. We thank you for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship Maurizio Bevilacqua, Mayor of Vaughan, Ontario. We thank you for your greeting letters. Next, we have Dave Ryan, Mayor of Pickering, Ontario. We thank you, Mayor Ryan, for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship Jin Watson, Mayor of Ottawa, Ontario. We thank you, Mayor Watson, for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship Barry Branovich, Mayor of Kitchener, Ontario. We thank Mayor Branovich for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship Ed Holder, Mayor of London, Ontario. Thank you, Mayor Holder, for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship Doug McCallum, Mayor of Surrey, British Columbia. We thank you, Mayor McCallum, for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship Armajit Sohi, Mayor of Edmonton, Alberta. We thank you, Mayor Sohi, for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship Brian Bowman, Mayor of Winnipeg, Manitoba. We thank you, Mayor Bowman, for your greeting letters. Next, we have His Worship Danny Breen, Mayor of St. John's from Newfoundland and Labrador. We thank you, Mary Breen, for your greeting letters. Next, we have the Honorable Victor O, Senator of Ontario, Mississauga. We thank you, Senator O, for your greeting letters. Next, we have the Honorable Pierrette Ringuet, Senator of New Brunswick. We thank you, Senator Ringuet, for your greeting letters. Next, we have Councillor Paul Anley, Councillor for the Scarborough-Guildwood Ward, Ontario. We thank you, Councillor Anley, for your greeting letters. And we would like to again acknowledge some of our honored VIP guests seated with us here today. The Guru Mahasannidhanam Adhyar Vipulananda from Scarborough, Ontario. Sairam Karalamurthy from the Bhakti Marga Foundation. We welcome you again. Malachi Wilson, Tamil Canadian lawyer. We would like to welcome you once again. And Logan Logendralingam. We would like to thank you for coming with us here again. Thank you, everyone. This has been an incredible experience for all of us. We are proud to have been part of this wonderful gathering and thank everyone, all the participants, viewers online from around the world, as well as our distinguished guests and panel participants. Thank you so much for joining with us today. And again, we apologize for today's technical glitches. With this, we would like to welcome the House of Representatives of Kailasa, Canada, Ma Tushi, to please share a few words. Nityanandam, Ma Tushi.
Nityanandam, everyone. On behalf of Kailasa, Canada, we thank each and every one of our panelists, invited guests, for coming to our Hindu Heritage Month event and sharing your valuable insights and present. Thank you again. Next, we will be inviting the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, to grace the event and share a few words. SPH is the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. He is an avatar, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of Hinduism. SPH has authored more than 1,000+ books and 10,000 articles published since 2003 in 3 languages, translated in 50 languages. The SPH launched the Non-Hungry Home Project, and the stats speaks for itself to say how many people have been benefited through this program. Further, during the pandemic, SPH opened all his monasteries in India with multi-layered quarantine facilities for the people in need with shelter, food, and healthcare for free of cost. SPH also founded the Nithyananda Hindu University, which is the world's largest Hindu university with campuses in more than 150 countries. SPH has made power manifestation into the science. The Sovereign Order of Kailasa, led by SPH, and Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, Hindu diaspora are working for global peace and to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. The list goes on and on with SPH contribution to the humanity at large. But without further ado, we would like to welcome Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to share his insight into Hindu ecosystem. And please provide your deep listening to while SPH share his words. Thank you. And we will come back after the satsang with the closing remark and the event feedback survey. While we are waiting for the SPH address, can we have the Good God Country video get played, please, MCs? Thank you.
Kailasa, the good God country. Hinduism has something great to offer. Hindu God Paramashiva is good. We love him not just because he gives us what we want, but because he is good and he has so much to offer to the world that makes the best nation. Hindu God has life positive, all-inclusive, good, spiritual, social, political, and moral principles. Hindu principles are guaranteed solutions for all the major problems of humanity: resettlement, violence and lawfare, impoverishment, inequality, environmental footprint, pandemic and biowar, disputes, feminist movement, women's rights, child rights, minority rights, linguistic rights, human rights.
SPH is ready to
Because
greet us so
Hinduism has
that
the
we will
best-
come back to this video. So now we will go and receive Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam. Nityananda.